What's up, everybody? My name is Alexander. I'm the CEO of Measurable Genius, and business owners and entrepreneurs hire us to become scaling growth firms in their industry. I'm here with Brenda Jones, and you are the owner of?
I'm co-owner and co-founder of Inspired Life Connection.
What do you guys do?
We do a lot of things, but our biggest thing is working with both children, dancers, and then their parents in the mompreneur field, just getting them that mindset so they can ditch all that other stuff, all that baggage that comes with you from the time you're little, that you carry then as a parent and put back into the littles, getting rid of all that so they can really start having limitless lives.
Awesome. So you're helping them clear the mindset baggage of the parents so that the kids can be more successful.
Exactly.
Wow, that's unbelievable. So we're going to convert a challenge into an opportunity.
Always.
And so we're talking about how to enroll people into your live events and also into discovery calls so that you can sell them your product or service.
Yep.
Can you walk us through what it is that you're selling and how you've tried to market it before?
So we've got a couple different things, one being our live event. So our biggest thing, it's a signature event. It's about 3 days long, and it's energy clearing, it's mindset, it's getting rid of old limiting beliefs, traumas, things like that, and then teaching people how to empower themselves, how to really set goals that work instead of just saying, oh, I want, changing that language so that they can actually affect their subconscious. And then we also have an online 8-week group coaching.
Okay, great.
And breakthrough sessions, yeah.
If I register for your 8-week group coaching,
Okay.
do I get to come to your event?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
that's
combined
kind
product?
of a combination of it, yes. So the 8-week is kind of that lead in where you're starting to get the basics for those people who still have that belief that they don't have 3 days, because so many parents will tell you, I don't have that kind of time. You're right, you create it. And it's helping them build that value, helping them start to see the value in creating that time for themselves.
Okay, awesome. So walk me through how you currently attract new customers. How are you attracting new leads that become discovery calls?
So we just started going into some Facebook marketing and just getting into Instagram marketing, but that's a brand new field for us.
Okay, so you're just starting with the Facebook ads?
Yes.
Are you
just
doing them
getting
yourself?
started.
Did you hire an agency?
We have a consultant who's a business partner in another company who that's kind of more of what he does. And then I've had a business mentor over the last couple of years kind of showing me the ropes, but I know it's constantly changing. So.
Okay. Do you guys have a Facebook group or just a Facebook page?
We've had the page and we just started the group 2 months ago.
Okay, great. And how are you enrolling people into the Facebook group right now?
Into the group, we did an event with actually somebody who's here. We did a live summit with them, so they all went into the group, and then previous clients, previous students, and then also just word of mouth. We get a lot of our clients right now is word of mouth.
Okay. And do you guys produce any content? Do you publish any video content, educational content, anything like that?
Finally got my business partner on board with Facebook Lives, and so now, because I brought him here to be with people like you, finally is on board with producing all of the content that we've been holding off on a little bit.
Okay. So walk me through some of your expectations. What are you wanting in terms of discovery calls? What's the delta? What are you achieving? What are you not achieving?
Right now, we're just not achieving any consistency. It's very hit or miss, so we want to build more of that consistency so things are a little bit more reliable. We've got a more set calendar, especially because I still have 2 littles that I homeschool and I have to work around their schedules as well, so being able to plan that out in advance would definitely help, and then just the sheer number of calls coming in.
And the 8-week program, is it evergreen? Can people register anytime they like, or do you
Yes.
batch them up?
It's a brand new program that we realized when we elevated our 3-day from kind of an intro to being more of a signature event. So we created the 8-week as that kind of new intro, and yes, it's going to be evergreen. So it'll run live, but you can access it whenever, and then you will always be able to come into the live as well when it runs live.
Okay, great. So do you know enough about your Facebook ads that you could walk me through the user journey, or?
I hand a lot of that off right now. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So let's reverse engineer this. What are they getting before the discovery call? Are we going straight from a Facebook ad to discovery call, or do you have a lead magnet or a video product or a webinar or something that you've positioned?
Right now, the lead magnet is a electronic copy of our book, which is an interactive journal where there's goals and mindset and kind of walking them through, if they were a client, how we would actually do goal setting with them, but without going into big words. We give them very simple prompts that help them then create the goals for the subconscious mind to take action. So that's the original. We're actually going, when we get back from here, going to recreate that and moving into a challenge model.
A challenge?
Yeah.
So you're going to run a social media challenge?
Yes.
Okay, and are you doing that because you perceive that the book isn't working, or why?
Because the challenge was our original thing, but we were getting ready to get on the marketer's cruise with things that were going on. There was too much to get the challenge up and running, and we wanted to make sure we had something because we had just launched a brand new website.
Right.
So we wanted to make sure that something was in that spot, so that was something that was ready to go.
Okay, but you do have an ebook right now.
Yes.
So in theory, that could scale. But we're not sure if it's working yet or not working because you
Correct.
don't have the volume of discovery calls that you want.
Correct.
How much are you spending on Facebook today?
We are just coming back. We're going to be doing about 10 to 20 a day.
Okay. So Your space is ultimately probably talking to the mom, right?
Yes.
So the people in the group that you're building would also likely be the moms, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Because dads in that generation are not really on Facebook. That's like, we're in the 45 to 65 space?
Probably younger.
Younger?
Yeah.
35 to
You're
55?
probably looking like 35 to 50, somewhere in there.
Okay, and you're building a group?
Yes.
Okay, so easiest tactic is going to be ultimately that Facebook just released 3 weeks ago. It depends on the ad account that you have.
Okay.
If you don't have it, I'm sure you will have it soon. Facebook's just released the ability for you to build audiences based on your Facebook group membership.
Ooh, nice.
So what you'll be able to do is, as you fill that group with the right people, hopefully moms with kids who go to dance lessons, you're going to be able to build a lookalike audience based on your group membership, and then you're going to use that lookalike audience in your cold traffic ads.
Nice.
Right? I would think that if you had your targeting dialed in on cold traffic, that the ebook should work really, really well for you.
Okay. Awesome.
Generally speaking, what we would do is we would go lead magnet being the ebook. The thank you page should offer the discovery call.
Okay.
So like literally they're hitting the Facebook ad, they're hitting the landing page, they're opting in, they're getting access to the book, and on the thank you page where they can download the book, there's an opportunity for them to book a discovery call right there.
I love that.
In addition to that, if you're going to run a challenge, challenges are often done live.
Yes.
So I'm imagining you're planning to run that quarterly or something like that?
Yes.
My recommendation when you run your challenge, and I'm sure that this may or may not be included in the curriculum, is that on the thank you page, when they register for the challenge, you're also going to offer a discovery call.
Okay.
In addition to that, you're going to have them opt into your Facebook Messenger bot. So if you haven't signed up for ManyChat, you want to sign up for ManyChat, because what you're going to see is that if they opt into ManyChat, in order to participate in the challenge, you're going to get somewhere between 80 and 95% open rates on those messenger reminders to do the things in your challenge. And then as soon as that challenge is over, you're going to use ManyChat to try to recruit them all into discovery calls.
Okay.
So what most people do is they like disconnect discovery calls from the things that they're running. But if you put it on the thank you page of the ebook, you put it on the thank you page for the challenge, and then you're driving people through the challenge, and then at the end of the challenge through ManyChat, you're going to drive them to discovery calls. You can do that every month or every quarter or whatever, and it's going to drive a lot of traffic. Yeah, you're welcome. And then the last thing that I would recommend is that when you do the challenge, at the end of the challenge, do 1, 2, or 3 Zoom calls.
Okay.
Like think group coaching.
Yeah.
So they're going to do whatever the challenge is, and then you back end the challenge with like a webinar, but instead of it being a webinar, it's Zoom calls.
Okay.
Then you're going to you're just going to literally recap everything you taught them on the challenge on the Zoom call, like a 2-hour Zoom call.
Okay.
And at the back end of the Zoom call, book discovery calls.
Nice. Okay.
So at every one of those things, you're going to book discovery calls. But if you do all that, you're going to end with a bunch of people in the group. Then the group is going to go to your lookalike audience. Then that lookalike audience is going to go to your cold traffic. And then your cold traffic acquisition is going to go to a lead magnet, which books into discovery calls. So your number one mission should be to grow your group so that you can improve the quality of that lookalike audience, so that you can use the lookalike audience to drive all that cold traffic, get them into the ebook so that you're booking discovery calls.
I love it.
Is that helpful?
Miraculous, yes.
Yeah, it works really well. My name is Alexander. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you found that valuable. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And I look forward to your success.
Absolutely. Thank you.